As Mardi Gras approaches in New Orleans, maskers and parades take center stage. Carnival season 2025 is approaching its climax in New Orleans and across the Gulf Coast, with big parades rolling down the main routes as some revelers get fancied up for formal balls while others dress in costume to poke fun and make merry. 3 parades will roll Thursday night in New Orleans with scores of masked riders on colorful floats. More processions will continue every day through Mardi Gras, or Fat Tuesday. Costumed revelers will jam the French Quarter as more parades roll in New Orleans suburbs, other Louisiana cities, and all along the Mississippi and Alabama coasts. Carnival in New Orleans and around the world is rooted in Christian and Roman Catholic traditions. The season begins on January 6th, the 12th day after Christmas, and continues until Mardi Gras, which is the final day of feasting, drinking and revelry before Ash Wednesday and the fasting associated with Lent, the Christian season of preparation for Easter. Carnival celebrations have become thoroughly secularized in New Orleans, where the largest and best-known celebrations in the U.S. include street parties, fancy balls and boisterous parades. Some of the parades are high-tech extravaganzas that feature massive floats laden with flashing lights and giant moving figures. It's all about family. It's like a 6-mile-long block party, and nothing could be more fun. It's for everyone, said Virginia Saucy of the Crow of Muses, which is set to parade Thursday night. You got to come experience it to understand. On Mardi Gras in southwest Louisiana, some people will take part in the Cajun French tradition of the Courrier de Mardi Gras, or Fat Tuesday run. These rural processions, with links to rituals from medieval France, feature masked and costumed riders, with stops where participants perform and beg for goods. Inebriated maskers often chase live chickens to include in a communal gumbo at the end of the day. In New Orleans, some African Americans mask in elaborate beaded and feathered Mardi Gras Indian suits, roving the city to sing, dance, drum, and perform. The tradition, a central part of the Black Carnival experience in New Orleans since at least the late 1800s, is believed to have started in part as a way to pay homage to area Native Americans for their assistance to black people and runaway slaves. It also developed at a time when segregation barred black residents from taking part in whites-only parades. Following the January 1st truck attack that killed 14 people in the heart of New Orleans, the Department of Homeland Security upgraded Mardi Gras to its highest risk rating. This means there will be significantly more law enforcement officers present than in prior years, said Eric DeLon, who is leading Mardi Gras security as special agent in charge of Homeland Security investigations in New Orleans. The city hosted the Super Bowl in early February and will employ many of the same security measures: SWAT teams on standby, armored vehicles along street corners, helicopters circling overhead, and plainclothes agents mingling in crowds. The city will deploy 600 police officers, along with hundreds more from state and local agencies. We've made an effort to make Carnival season as safe as we possibly can without intruding on the historical and cultural context of Mardi Gras, said DeLon, a Louisiana native who grew up attending the parades. We didn't want to change the feel of Mardi Gras.